Hey YouTube, welcome back. This is Ricky with Shoe Monster Tech. Today we have another knife review, and this one's gonna be the Benchmade Griptilian. Yes, finally reviewing this knife, right? But before we get into the nitty gritties and all the goodies on this one, you guys go ahead and check out my Instagram page, Shoe Monster Tech. And also, if you guys want to get one of these bad boys, help support the channel, the links are down in the descriptions. So go check that out. Cool. All right, well, let's get into it. Let's start off with the specs, right? The overall length on this is 8.07 inches. Blade length is 3.45 inches. Blade thickness is 0.12 inches. Blade materials, S30V. Drop point blade style, flat grind. And the finish on this one here is black. And this is the plain edge. Handle length is 4.62 inches. Handle thickness is 0.64 inches. The handle material is that polymer plastic. Yes, indeed. The color is the OD green on this one here. Framer liner is stainless steel. And see if you can see that in there. I believe you can. All right, the weight is 3.82 ounces. Right hand or left hand user. Pocket clip, it is tip up, and it is a manual, and the opener is a thumb stud, and lock type is the access lock. Yes, indeed. This one here was made USA. Designer is Pardue, and this is considered a camping knife, hiking knife, or everyday carry knife, right? Cool. All right, so let's before we do size comparisons, I'm just gonna let you guys know, if you don't know already, there's all kinds of different styles of this knife. You got all different colors, different steels, even different blade styles. Instead of a thumb stud, they have the spidey hole, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, totally. Okay, so let's start off with the Spyderco Para 3. It is definitely larger than that. Let's get into the mini grip, which I have reviewed quite a few videos ago, so go check that out. It's a good size comparison there. So anybody who's kind of on the fence of, well, do I want to get the full size grip or do I want to get the mini grip? Well, there you go. This is definitely a full-size knife here. I mean, it's not seriously huge. I'm gonna show you the full-size rat, and there you go. So it's not a huge knife. The rat is bigger than this one here, so that gives you kind of a perspective. It's a good-sized knife, don't get me wrong, but it's not a super slim carry, we'll put it that way, right? Okay, so let's get these out of the way. Let's compare it to the Ontario Rat 2. There you go. Keep knocking that coin out of the way. So yeah, definitely larger than those knives. Kubi KB237. And let's see if I have my Sharpie on me, which I do have my Sharpie on me. We can compare that. Bam, let's get this all the way down there. So yeah, let's see how it fits in the pocket. So yeah, it's not a large knife when it's in the pocket. I mean, it's bigger than like your bug out, or you're gonna feel it in your pocket, but it's nothing crazy. I mean, honestly, it doesn't bother me none. It might some people, but you'll definitely be able to tell this way more in your pocket than this little guy here. So yeah, there's a good comparison, right? Okay, so let's get into the pros and cons. We'll start off with the cons on this knife. The biggest con for me is going to be this handle material. Yes, you can get different versions. You can get different scales, aftermarket scales. You can get the G10. You get the all the other different ones out there. There's plenty of them, I'm sure. So, but what it comes with, it just feels kind of. You hear that? It's just a cheaper plastic. It feels like it's cheaper plastic. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not a cheap plastic. It's very rugged. I mean, it's just got that feel to it. Hey, I don't know. It's weird. It sounds great when you close it and open. It's got that nice poppity clickety sound to it. So yeah, that's that. See if I can think of any other cons. Maybe the clip. I mean, it's not a bad pocket clip. I'm trying to nitpick at this knife, but it's just, you know, I wish it was more of a deep carry pocket clip. No biggie. T6 screws, yes, a little bit of a con there. They tend to strip if you want to take this knife apart and clean it out. But I haven't had, actually, I took, where did I put it? I got it around here. Here it is. I took this guy apart here and I cleaned it up real well. And I didn't strip the screws whatsoever. And these have the T6s as well. So that's just one thing to think about. I mean, it's not a huge con. It's just my personal opinion about the T6 screw bits. So yeah, okay. Let's get into the pros because that's really all I have on the cons on this knife. So pros, tons of pros. Plenty of jimping. That's probably, you know, one of my biggest pros I have on this knife. You have jimping on the top here, top of the blade, top of the handle. You even have a little bit of jimping on the butt end of the knife. And you got plenty of jimping on the bottom here and right back here. Plenty of jimping. And then you got your nice, you know, it's grippy. Yes, it might feel like a cheaper plastic, but it's not. This handle is actually really rugged and it's very grippy. Hence the name, I guess, Griptilian, right? Maybe? Sure, why not? But yeah, so yeah, huge pro for me. I love jimping on my knife. Another pro on this, obviously, is the access lock. And when I got this knife, blade was centered up very well. And this knife was actually given to me by one of my viewers, Derek. Thank you so much. Awesome. Give a huge shout out to him. So it's just I just like the colors on this knife, on the OD green on the black, you know, the black hardware. That's my style there. And it's very simple looking blade. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's got its you know, textures to it, and the jimping, you know, might add a lot to the design, but it's still very simple, and I love simple. The blade style is great. I just love the blade style on this Griptilian, and same with the mini grip too. You know, honestly, at first when I got the mini grip, and I got that quite a while back, and when I first got it, I was like, oh yeah, this knife's, you know, it's a great knife, but it's not on my top 5 list. You know, it wasn't right away. I'm gonna be quite honest, but that knife grew on me very fast, and I carried that knife a lot more than I thought it would. That's for sure, especially at work, because it is a rugged knife. And this knife is the same way. It's larger. I can be a little more aggressive with this knife than the mini grip. And here I am again carrying this around more often than I thought I would. It's a great knife. And I've done actually quite a bit with this knife. I've actually sharpened it last night, so it's got a razor edge on here. Yes, the S30V, it's another pro, so it holds its edge well. I like S30V. It's one of my favorite EDC material blades. So yeah, that's that. Any more pros I have on this knife? The action on it. This is great. Right out of the box. I mean, drop shut. I mean, I don't know if all Benchmades do that. I know the mini grip did not do that. It actually didn't drop shut until actually I took it apart and cleaned it out and kind of tweaked my, you know, my pivot screws on there. So it does drop shut now. But yeah, it does. But yeah, I think it's more of the weight of the blade as well helps it drop shut. But yeah, this is just a very fidget friendly knife, and I would definitely prefer this, my opinion, over the bug out. It's a knife. It's more of a knife than a bug out. You know, and if I were to compare it to a bug out, yes, you know, I get it. The bug out is a good knife for some people if they like a really light carry. Totally understand, but me, I like to feel, you know, a little bit more of a knife in my pockets, you know. So there you go. There you have it. This is the Benchmade Griptilian. Finally glad I reviewed this knife. So what are you guys' thoughts on this? If you own this knife, what do you think? If you don't, what do you think just by this video? Are you thinking about getting it? Or are you thinking about getting a different type of style? Let me know what style of the Griptilian you do like. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching. For you guys who have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, would like to see more, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell button, comment below, all that good stuff. I very much appreciate you guys. All right, have a good day. Bye.